Hello, everyone. My name's Hank Suttle. I'm the Sonic Shaman, and this is my dear friend Joy, who has designed this amazing challenge that she's going to be talking about. But we can kind of chit chat for just a little bit because people are just now getting the notice that we're going live, and we want to give people a chance to be here for all the fun things. So, why don't we start by just saying, before you announce what the challenge is, what was your inspiration for creating this praise project?
Well, I have a habit of sending out little texts and voice messages and just basically love notes. It started, as you know, Hank, I've died 6 times in this life and I've had 6 incurable diagnoses. So I'm always like very aware that I don't know how long I've got in order to tell people that I care about them. And so whenever and my health has been really dodgy in the last few weeks, so I've been like on it. And I just sent out a whole bunch of these little love notes and appreciations to people. And then my friend rang me and said, I see you've got $1,300 in your GoFundMe to help you to build a new jaw. And I said, yes, that's wonderful. But any treatment that I need is $10,000, and just for one treatment, and I need a dozen, so it'll be a while. And I started to feel a little anxious. And I said, but I know God has plans for me. I didn't come all of this way and beat all of these things to give up now. I believe that my voice is still needed, and I can't have my voice without a jaw. So I know that there are miracles coming. And he said, well, we'd better double down on the money then. I said, no, that's not the goal. The goal is to open up and completely release the need to control how what we've asked for comes. And then he said, you're right. And you are supposed to be here. And your voice is needed. And he started saying all of the things that I'd been saying to other people. But this time I was the one receiving it. And it hit me so hard. And it touched me so deeply. As he said these things that I've been saying to myself, but really needed to hear from outside of my head. And I said to him, this is changing me. Please, will you say all that again? And he did. And I let each word come deeply into me. I am needed. I can get through this. I am loved. I am supported. And as I went to bed and I held these words in my body, and it changed me. And I realized everybody needs to have these experiences. Everybody, not just the little few people I'm able to reach. Words of praise, which is placing radical appreciation in someone else, can change people. And I know so many people who have lost loved ones to suicide and who are in this because they've just felt so isolated and so alone. And why am I even here anymore? This pandemic has had such a profound effect in such deep ways. People need to know that they matter. People need to know that they're loved. So I decided that I was going to put together an 11-day challenge on the 11th. Tomorrow it begins. And it's such a special day. It's such a potent moon tomorrow. It's such the astrology. I don't know anything about astrology, but all of the astrology that I've been reading is that this is all about love and new beginnings. And so I rang up my friend Greta, who's this amazing family therapist, and told her the idea, and she loved it, and she's doing it with me. And so every single day for 11 days at 11 a.m. Pacific time, we're going to be providing a little video to help people understand we're going to be praising different people on different days, elders on one day and youngsters on another, and just different things each day, and providing support and tools and skills to be able to do this in the most transformational ways. And as you do this, you're changing not just the lives of the people that you're praising, but your own life as well. Sorry, I went off a bit there.
No, that was great. And I posted a link to the group because it's just a Facebook group you can join. And when you're in there, it's just a support. And it's also about, I think, establishing new habits, because we're not in the habit of praising people or saying when people do, we hear it really fast when we do something wrong, right? But to hear praise like just in your everyday experience is not something that always happens nowadays. And it's even more important than ever with the impact of COVID and morale and everything like that. So tell us, like, I posted the link in the comments for the group, and people can join. If they miss the first days at the end of it, you'll still, people can come in anytime and of course pick up. They just have to praise a little extra to catch up with everyone.
Yes, you can join it at any time. And I'm wanting the group to become a wonderful support group of community that want to uplift and support one another. And I'm offering prizes. I'm inviting people to document what happens after you've praised somebody in this way, placing radical appreciation in someone else. And to write what that felt like for you, and also to write what it felt like to receive that if you've just received one of these. And I'm going to be giving prizes for the best stories, and I'm going to be compiling the best stories and creating an inspirational multimedia book, because everybody needs inspiration, and to understand how taking the time to not just say, oh, I love you, but this is what you mean to me. These memories are what I have, and this is why you're so special. This is why you're so needed. How to do that in ways that make the most impact.
And you bring up a really good point there. It's not just the words, it's you're bringing up the energy in the totality of your being. When you're saying what you're saying, you're almost imprinting them with the difference that they've made in your life by giving them these praise and the energy that's behind it.
Yes, you nailed it, Hank. And I've seen this change lives. I've had people after I've done this contact me and say, hearing your message made me know that I could go on because I mattered. And it's anybody can do this. Everybody can do this. It doesn't matter how old you are or how young, or it doesn't matter anything except your desire to reach out and radically appreciate the people around you that you might not even know how much they need.
Awesome. And for everybody watching, if you have questions or if this feels inspiring to you, feel free to make a comment. If you're on some of the pages, we can't see all the comments. Please either join the group that Joy founded. I posted the link in the comments. You can comment on my profile, Sonic Shaman, or the YouTube channels. But any of the other pages, we don't see the comments because of the way that we're streaming right now. But any questions or comments you have are welcome. And I had a question for you, and then it just went poof. Where is it? Come back. I guess the thing that comes to me is, for anybody who's a parent, seeing the need for children to be appreciated and how big of an impact and influence there is, that it almost seems as though, like, by having this praise come up, it may also be stirring things in people that might be really deeply seated. And by receiving that praise, it gives them an opportunity too for the praises that they didn't receive from their parents or their friends or family when they were younger, to have this as a huge healing opportunity for things in their past as well.
You are so right. And in fact, that's one of the things that we're going to be going into. That's something that Greta and I will be talking about. And of course, we're making ourselves available to assist people as healing stuff comes up, because sometimes most people don't even know how to do this. As you pointed out earlier, we're quick to criticize, but when it comes to complimenting or genuinely appreciating, we don't necessarily have the skills, or we might feel uncomfortable. And so you're going to have all of the support that you need in order to be able to do this. I truly know, because I've seen it myself, how radically this can shift people. And I can't think of a more perfect challenge to have in our 2021 as we move into this potent new year with Valentine's Day, the day of love, loving ourselves and one another. It's just something so simple and so potent and so timely, I think.
Yep.
So
And the only
friends, because Facebook won't let me share. It keeps blocking me and saying you've invited too many people when I've invited like 10, or it's. Yeah.
Well, I invite everybody join the group, and anybody that you feel either A, is really good at praising and could really bring that to the table, or B, people who need the praise. Everybody has a place in this group. So there's a link there. Please join. Please invite your friends. Share this video for people to find out more about it, because it's in this that we can spread this contagion of consciousness and really start to make an impact on the world. Because all these things, we have so many different ways to heal. This is one of them. And I've had a really hard time, even when in the corporate world, when I was being, told that I did a good job or anything. I felt very uncomfortable, because we're almost taught too that we don't want to be in the limelight. You just got to blend with the pack, and that is like a deeply seated condition, I think, that is put into people, because you don't want to stand out. And if you are being praised, guess what? You're standing out. But to be able to just enjoy and be able to receive that when people are, giving you good things. And we have Angela just tuning in saying, I love hearing this very much. I obviously needed to hear this today after last night's situations and losing our life savings. Oh no, I need to appreciate more. So Angela, you are perfect person to go into the group and focus on the things that are going to create possibility in your life. Because that's the thing, energy flows where your attention goes. And with something like that just happened to you, focusing your attention on praise and focusing your attention on the things that are going right, that's what the universe is going to start delivering you, deliver more to you.
Yes. This is an excellent way, an excellent group to join, or an excellent thing to do if you are feeling, it doesn't matter what kind of, but as I said, I started off doing this every time I felt really bad or was really down. I just send out messages of love, and it feeds me. But it wasn't until I received it that I realized how impactful it is. So this is a group for absolutely everybody, whether or not you know how to praise. It is a group. If you want to uplift the people around you and yourself in just the most simple, delicious, delightful, and wonderful ways, this is the way to do it. 11 days at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, that's a good thing, because most of my folks, I think, are East Coast. So that is a key point, folks. It's 11 o'clock Pacific time. So that would be what, 12, 1, 2 o'clock our time, I think? You're 3 hours behind, right? What time is it there for you now?
It's like 11:30, getting on for 12.
11. Yeah, so it's going to be 12. Yeah, it's 3 hours. So 11 o'clock her time is going to be 12, 1, 2 o'clock our time. So 2 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Pacific time. You can be in the group and participate. And even if you aren't there for the live part of it, it's all going to be archived in the group. That's the beautiful thing about Facebook groups. You can, like where we're streaming to right now, you can watch the video over and over again and get the benefit. But things are a little bit more dynamic in a way when it's live. It's not that it's better or worse. It's just more fun for me anyway. Of course, that's coming from a live streamer.
That's true. And that's a good point that you make, Hank. Thank you. It doesn't matter when you join. If you're watching this and it's September, do it. I'm going to keep the group open. Do it. There is no bad time to place a radical appreciation in someone else, to praise them.
Yeah. And my hope would be that if everybody's doing this every day for 11 days, that after the 11 days are over, they're going to continue on with that action. So it's like a great place to continue to celebrate each other in terms of when we have these amazing stories of how praise can change someone's life. And even more than that, start to heal like deeply seated wounds from our childhood and things like that. And see, we're already having one person watching here today is making me think and feel much better. Awesome, Angela. I'm so glad that you see already we already changed one person by having the group. So cool. Anybody else have any questions? Or Joy, is there anything else that you'd like to add about from what we've already said to kind of leave people
Yes.
listening?
Yes, I want to praise you, Hank. I cannot tell you how much it means to have somebody in my life who, when I hopped on the phone with and said, this is what I want to do, you said, okay, then let's do it. You not only step up, you step up in all the helpful, useful, so far beyond what I could have expected. You step up shamanically, 3D wise, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Dude, you rock so hard. I feel so honored to call you as my friend and accountability buddy. And I am so grateful for the light that you bring to the world, and that for what you help others to bring to the world. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here for me and for everybody else.
See, now you're going to make me cry. Thank you so much. And you're welcome. And, today is a great, Joy and I had just finally had a Zoom call, kind of a sync call after maybe a month or so since we did the live stream, that with the 12-hour live stream for A World of Possibility. And we hadn't really touched base. And then we just finally, the only reason we even did the Zoom today is because my client at 2:00 had to reschedule. And then we were just talking, and this thing starts tomorrow. She's like, is there any way we could do it before tomorrow? I'm like, how about right now? And so everything just worked out divinely for us to say, hey, and 10 minutes, 20 minutes after that, we are streaming and sharing this message with everybody about how important it is to praise. And I love acronyms. Everybody knows I'm an acronym nerd. And this is just so awesome, placing radical appreciation in someone else.
Yes.
And if you do that from the place of recognizing we're all one, who are you praising?
Yes.
And so like there's layers of what you can get out of this challenge should you choose to accept it. And the only thing it will cost you is what? Time.
Yeah, and I can't think of a better investment of time. And as Hank just really pointed out very well, and I know that if you're watching this, then I think that you feel perhaps too that there's a reason. There's no accident that you find yourself here listening to this. And perhaps right now you're even thinking about, wow, who could I contact right now that would benefit from hearing that they matter and why? See, that's the secret, but we'll be going into all of that in the challenge, how to do it, how to receive it, how to make it most impactful. It changes people.
Awesome. Again, in the comments for most of the places we're streaming, there is a comment that has the link, or I'm putting it on the screen now. It's facebook.com/groups/2 and then P.R.A.I.S.E.U. And I say it like that because we also upload all this to the podcast network after. So people who aren't watching, if you're just listening, that is what you can look at. Or you can look me up on Facebook and just say, hey, I saw that broadcast. Can you send me the link? I'm happy to do that too. So anybody who wants to contribute to this and receive from it, because it's a two-way thing, right? Then you have everything that you need so you can participate and really make a difference.
Yes.
Awesome.
And the goal is to create a wonderful community of people who want to continue supporting and uplifting themselves and those around.
Awesome. Anything else, Joy?
No, I'm feeling complete, just grateful, and join us, come and join us, and let's bring some light to the dark places around us right now.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joy. This has been a lot of fun, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of Joy and I. We are already talking about some other collaborations. And so what else is possible? We will see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.